Hey folks, welcome back to Pokemon Y. We're here in the Comarine Pokemon Center, and we are just about ready to take on the Comarine City Gym. In fact, we would be ready if there weren't a certain friend here to show up to battle us. I will not be showing you Mega Evolution. So yeah, already so soon after our last match with her, we are having another match with her. And she's not gonna do any better than she did last time. Hate to break it to her. Yeah, it's a little inconsequential that they're fake out. So she does have a super effective move in Disarming Voice, which I believe is very super effective against Dark. Speaking of Dark, here's an Absol, who is no Sir Abraham. Alright, Serena, you got one Pokemon left. Is it gonna be able to take down Petra? A feeling it's not. Yeah, nope. You're slower than a panda. Oh, hey, you actually managed to survive. That is impressive. I mean, you're still screwed, but... So yeah, Serena's still not super challenging. Even if you're kind of at her level, she only has 3 Pokemon, and you're probably going to have more than that. If you have fewer than that, you're probably going to be above her level, so... Well, I have the experience share. I don't know if you have that. Anywho. Here we go, Comarine City Gym. Now, what gym theme could possibly fit a seaside town? Obviously, grass. I don't really get it. Alright, so if we've got a gym full of grass Pokemon, we have 2 Pokemon that can kick their grass. Let's use Vivi. Vivi needs some time in the spotlight. So, Dana got a great ball at some point. Wonder when that was. So yeah, the puzzle for this gym is that you kind of use ropes to swing from platform to platform. And sometimes the ropes go somewhere. Sometimes they don't. So, this gym is apparently full of Pokemon Rangers. I never played any of the Pokemon Ranger games, but the impression I got is that they were all about their close relationship with nature. So, that's probably why they have grass Pokemon. Although I also remember something about them only temporarily allying themselves with Pokemon, so I don't know what that's about. So yeah, Vivi has Bug Buzz, which is a Bug-type move, super effective against grass, and that's probably going to be the best option against a lot of these grass types, for Vivi at least. Obviously, Robin could use Flame Charge, or Aerial Ace, or Fly, or, you know, just kind of breathe at them and probably one-shot them. Let's see. That looks like a dead end with a trainer. Let's fight it. Whoa. A Pharaoh Seed. So Pharaoh Seed is something that VV is actually not that well equipped to deal with. It's a steel grass type. And actually I believe they showed up in that cave before Shallow City. So if you wanted one, you could have one. The thing about steel grass is that while it's a very interesting typing and it's somewhat reminiscent of Fortress, which is Steel Bug, it is quadruple weak to fire. Which if it didn't have good physical defense, it totally would have been KO'd there. It's a little bit of irony there. Pharisee does have the ability Iron Barbs, which is basically like the Rocky Helmet in ability form. Although, honestly, Rocky Helmet is more of Iron Barbs in item form. So to be KO'd by that, it's a nice little bit of irony. Yep, nothing to be afraid of here. If I really wanted to challenge myself and or make this gym really tedious, I could have Dana fight all of these trainers. Dana, whose only offensive moves are electric type moves, which are resisted by grass, obviously. Is this progress anywhere? I'm concerned because there was a rope that I didn't take. And this seems like progress. Ooh, Roselia, part poison. Which means I can give Psybeam a try. The one downside of Bug Buzz is that it does only have 10 PP, which means might want to be a little bit stingy with how much I use it. Also, certainly getting annoyed by these Pokemon that are just barely surviving. It's not how things are supposed to be. There's a Wormadam. Is Wormadam grass bug? Is that what it's all about? Or at least this form of Wormadam? So if that were the case, then it would be quadruple weak to flying. Not that it really matters. Alright. I think we're almost there. You can see the slide over there seems to be the shortcut back from once we've beaten the gym leader. And that looks like progress. Let's just see what's this other direction. Okay, it's a general dead end. Great. I guess that's the downside of kind of a maze like this. If this were an overworld area, they might hide an item there to reward people who are taking all the paths. But because this is a gym, they can't really do that. But because of the size, taking a wrong turn just feels a little bit disappointing rather than a momentary disruption. Wow, a lot of Pokemon just barely surviving Psybeam. That is very rude of them, and I would encourage them to not do that in the future. Maybe that level up will change things. Although if it's an Executor, it's not gonna be weak to Psybeam, it's gonna be mega weak to Bug, though. Non-Alolan Executor, of course, is Grass Psychic, which is quadruple weak to Bug. And there he is, the Comarine Gym Leader. Let's heal our paralysis real quick. And let's get to stomping here. So, Ramos here, you know, after how involved Karina was with the plot, it's kind of a step down. It feels like, oh, there's just this guy hanging out in the building. Anyway, he leads with a Jump Luff, which, part flying, although it doesn't really come into play. It's not much of an offensive powerhouse, so Vivi doesn't need to be afraid. Although it does have acrobatics. Alright, I may have spoken too soon there. It was a little bit dangerous there. Acrobatics is a flying type move that is more powerful when the user is not holding an item. Luckily, Vivi is faster, but not fast enough to outspeed a Hyper Potion. Oh, so close to KOing that thing. Although, hopefully it has now used up all of its Hyper Potions. Okay, so Go-Goat is his star Pokemon, and let's heal up a little bit. I've got enough HP that I don't feel bad about wasting a Hyper Potion here. And I do want to see what this thing is capable of. Alright, so that's a 3-shot. I feel like Vivi can take this. Nice. Safeguard, I do not need. And the last Pokemon here is a Weepinbell. This one is also part poison. So if you do have a psychic move and that's your best way of taking out grass types, then feel free to use it. Overall, I've never found grass types particularly threatening. They tend to be a little more on the defensive side. And that is our 4th gym. Now we can fly around to wherever we want. We can command traded Pokemon up to level 60. And we can use Grass Knot. Grass Knot deals more damage when the opponent is heavier. So I'll be curious to see how Colin did against this gym, just to see if his levels changed the difficulty there. Because I swept it with the Butterfly, and that's gotta be a little embarrassing for him. Ha, pun. Never realized he referred to these as mysterious statues. And yeah, that's the Comarine City Gym. And that means that we are all taken care of for Comarine City, and in the next episode, we can head down south to investigate probably what this holoclip is talking about. Oh, hey, Lysander. I wish he didn't have my number. Alright, next episode we're heading south. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time.